My name is Gregory Hamilton, and this is The Highway to Heaven in 88 Steps. And today is day 46, and we're just doing the same thing every single day. We're trying to hear ourselves get the answer to the very simple question of what is it that I want to do with my life? What is it that God wants me to do with my life? And this can be very difficult to be able to slow ourselves down and throughout the day, throughout our lives, to just try to listen for this. It is hard work every day. One brick, one day. And we keep adding to ourselves. We keep building ourselves. We keep building our highway. And when we start doing these type of things, when we start living our lives and our dreams and what our purposes are, it's a long life, right? And so things are going to come within our lives that will help make this dream and the reality and this progress happen. And then there's going to be some things in life that are going to come along and take them completely away. We have all kinds of things I'm going to jump into. It just popped into my head with the surfing analogy. There's a lot of sharks in the water, and every once in a while these type of things do happen. I don't know if I ever got bit by a shark, if I'd ever be able to get back into the water. But we've got a real famous girl, she's alive right now, from Hawaii. At a very young age, she had a shark attack. It bit off her arm, her whole arm. Her whole arm. And she still shreds. She still shreds. She's amazing. I don't understand how she can catch a wave with one arm and stand up with one arm, but she's incredible. Incredible. So she didn't let anything stop her from living her dream, fulfilling her dream, being her dream. But let's say if it was something like it got to her leg, and her leg was taken off, and she's no longer able to stand up on a surfboard. And this is why it's real important that we make sure we know what we're doing on a day-to-day basis and have this focus and this intention with our lives, with our dreams, with our thoughts. Because when we start applying these bricks and we've made our highway and we've got all these bricks behind us, and something like a shark comes into your life and takes away one of your legs, you're still you. You still have your mind. You still have to go forward. There's no days off. You're still going to have to continue forward. And so what's real important about why we have a notebook, why we have a brick, why we do this every single day, is so that you truly know who you are. It's real important. A lot of times we go around through our whole life trying to pretend that carrot is us. I put on my certain shirt. I put on my certain shoes. I do my certain, because I think that's me, but I'm just trying to be somebody else. Is this making sense to you? So when you live in your dream and you're going after something and something comes along and you can't continue that same dream, do you just give up on life at this moment in time? Do you see how every single thing that we do in our life that's external, that brings us happiness or pain, really gets manifested and digested and comes out as a brick that we get to put someplace. I'm a hypocrite in my life. I imagine most people are. I gotta be careful what I'm talking about. I've had nothing and no injuries in my life, so for me to use those as analogies, it's strictly metaphorical, purely. But we've all had something that we've wanted to do and then couldn't and had to veer and detour. So when we're going through those things now, is it detours that we just have to go around to get back onto our life? Or is it something that we can now just say, okay, I can't surf, but maybe I can now boogie board. Maybe I can find a belly board. Maybe I can do different types of things in life that are still involved in it. But you're going to have to constantly morph and change and react to the scenarios and situations. So, as just in the opposite, when you do start to achieve your dream and you do go forward, well, the way you used to think, the way you used to do things no longer will be allowed or required or necessary for you in your new life, dream, scenario. So remember, it's constantly about changing. The more you can get yourself to know who you are so you never have to change, the easier it is for you to change throughout your day-to-day life. So I pray for you, and I pray for America.